Alright guys, here's your script.
What do you got?
Really?
We had printer issues.
So we're winging it again, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
AllYourShow belong to us.
Hello and welcome to AllYourShow Are Belong to Us, home of the Viewer's Review. I'm Eyes Epic Blue.
And I'm Stephen Baldwin's great-great-uncle, Suzanne Hopkins.
Okay, and today we're doing the full review for Borderlands 2.
Okay, the concept of this game, Borderlands 2 takes the #1 voted co-op game of 2009 and improves on every feasible aspect.
Every aspect of the game. The idea behind the game is that it is one giant loot fest. There are thousands and thousands of pieces of gear to obtain in this game.
I mean, it's wrapped up in a nice little package with a pretty little bow on top, but yeah, it's a loot grind.
Now the thing about Borderlands 2 is that it's meant to be played with friends.
The loot gets better, the bosses get better, and the experience is just better for everyone.
However, the gameplay for this game is just one big fetch quest rolled up in...
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh.
So while the enjoyment factor for this game is pretty high, the basic concept for this game is, you know, just that, basic.
So we give the concept 3 pieces of iridium.
For the visuals for this game, let's be honest, you're either going to love them or you're going to hate them. And for me, I'm polarized to the right, so I really love the visuals in this game.
And me, I'm really also polarized to the right. I love the visuals of this game. Just like the first game, Borderlands 2 is back with full-blown cel-shaded graphics.
But done so much better.
The details for the environment are just so sharp and crisp, with much more emphasis put on depth and substance.
The animations for the characters and the guns are so well done, but kind of only when you're in first-person view. The reloading of the guns, the gestures of the characters, and the unique firing animations were all really well done.
For real though, some of the way these guns shoot is mind-boggling. And what's a better way to reload a gun than chucking it as a grenade?
Your friend's characters, though detailed really well, really doesn't have the same range of animation.
NPCs and most enemies likewise are almost marionette-like in the way they move. With the exception of Claptrap and a couple of other major characters, the majority of animations in this game are just way too rigid.
So with beautiful detailing, but you know, lackluster animations, we give the visuals 4 pieces of iridium.
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 Okay.
Okay. The audio for this game is like a nice piece of little delicious cake for my ears.
The cake is not a lie. The music for this game does its job. It enhances what it needs to, but then fades back when it's not needed. And the orchestration for the main menu music was well done. And other than some, you know, timing issues with swells in the orchestration during sequences.
You mean like when you come up, you see an enemy, and you're so much more powerful, you insta-gibbet, and then the music decides to start, and you're like, wait, what? John Williams, cut that out!
It's wonderful.
Sorry.
The sound effects for this game are extremely satisfying. The guns kick, the explosions boom, and the gibs are splatterific.
I didn't hear a single sound throughout this game that made me just stop and go, oh, that's terrible. However, I heard many sounds in this game that made me jump out of my chair and go, that's what I'm talking about!
The voice acting for this game is really top-notch. You know, unlike the first one, they actually took time to flesh out the characters and give them a good voice and a backstory to the game.
The delivery of even poor lines by most characters are hysterical, and only the most sour of people won't chuckle every time Claptrap or Jack opens their mouth.
Or Tina.
Yeah, Tina's really funny.
Yeah. That one's for you, Strider.
Stop it. You know what I'm talking about.
Even with a few annoying voices and sometimes a missed cue or two, we still give the audio 5 pieces of iridium. Kill a bad guy?
Get gun.
Kill a bigger bad guy.
Get bigger gun.
Kill a stronger bad guy.
Get stronger gun.
Lather,
Rinse.
repeat.
Honestly, the gunplay is tight and responsive. The only complaint about the gameplay is, not always jumping off that ledge when you tell it to.
Since this is the sequel to the biggest co-op game of the year, let's talk about co-op.
Let's.
This game is just so much better the more people you have.
But harder.
Seriously, the loot gets better. I mean, you can have arguments with your friend over who gets what gun, and guess what? You get to duel over it. And then everybody's happy, and you go kill more bad guys.
Even though the dueling in this game is a little bit, unfair. Whoever plays Axton is going to win.
Yeah, and Maya is really just worthless. Absolutely worthless.
Worthless.
That's no good.
And with the 4 characters and the different ways that each of them can be uniquely built, every person can specialize in one thing that as a team can make you unstoppable.
There are countless ways for you and your friends to be goofy and have fun. And that is the definition of co-op.
So, with tight gunplay,
And a very impressive co-op,
But slightly less responsive platforming.
we give the gameplay 4 pieces of iridium.
Iridium.
Whatever.
the story for this game is bodacious. In all honesty, one of the things that was really lacking in the first game was no clear storyline. You didn't even have a clear enemy in the game until halfway through it. The thing about Borderlands 2 is right off the bat, you have a story, and you have an enemy, and you have a goal.
Gearbox did such a fantastic job of dressing up the go here, get that style of gameplay. Ooh, the bunnies. I don't even care that I have to go back to the same area to get something else. You just dressed it up in a fantastic Top Gun reference. I'm there.
Narrative is a roller coaster. They found that perfect mix of comedy and anger and sorrow and vindication.
What, vindication?
Google it. All the while having amazing throwbacks to the first game, both pleasant and sad. There.
Each of the main characters is also really well fleshed out this time around and given their own full story.
So much of this game is given over to irreverently mimicking pop culture references in multiple eras.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Morty Morphin. Even steadfast fans of a particular subject just have to smile and nod at the witty way it's been implemented.
The only caveat to this story is that you really have to pay attention to what's going on and what's being said to get the full scoop.
This is mostly done through searching for echo playback devices, but sometimes it means you have to pay attention to a rather long monologue of a particular character. Considering a lot of these come up in the heat of battle, you really have to pay attention. Without subtitles on, you may be missing an important piece of information, or worse, a hilarious quip.
That being said, the search for the story is worth it and very rewarding.
And the ending doesn't suck this time!
Woohoo! Easiest way to say it, we give the story 5 out of 5.
Considering beating the game once is the first half, yeah, there's going to be a lot of replay value to this game.
This is what Borderlands 2 is about. I don't care if you're searching for one more piece of the story, killing bosses over and over to get better loot, or just leveling all your characters to the max. This game is the very definition of replayability.
So with the overflowing content to the game right out of the box,
Not to mention the already 4 promised DLCs coming soon.
Borderlands 2 is a game that you're consistently going to be able to go back to have fun with your friends or solo grinding.
Few games give you good reason to go back 6 months after the fact and play it again, but Borderlands 2 leads the pack.
So play it,
Love it.
beat it,
Put it down.
pick it up again,
Play it.
love it again.
Beat it again.
Play it,
Love it.
beat it,
Put it down.
pick it up again,
Play it again.
beat it again.
Love it again.
That's Borderlands 2.
5 out of 5 Iridium.
So with concept, 3 out of 5.
Visuals, 4 out of 5.
Audio, 5 out of 5.
Gameplay, 4 out of 5.
Story, 5 out of 5.
And replay value, 5 out of 5.
We give the total for this game 26 out of 30.
Why haven't you bought this yet? Go, quickly. Preferably to, All Your Base.
Plug. So, if you played the game, what do you guys think about it? Be sure to leave a comment down below and let us know.
Also, click subscribe and check us out on Facebook. And with that, I'm Tiborius.
And I'm Eyes Epic Blue, and you must never hesitate.
And I am an airplane.
I can't do good claps, apparently.
Why
Do
not?
it. I don't get the...
That's all about, making sure you have good.
That's fine.
All right, that was fun.
That's the intro. The story of this game is...
Oh, yeah.
The story for this game is bodacious. Radical. Tubular. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
No, that was... Okay.
I like that one better.
The narrative...
I think you're doing this on purpose.
You would think.